Okay, I want to welcome everybody to the June exhibit comment night. It's June the 18th of 2026. And I want to welcome Christy. We haven't seen Christy in a long, long time. Welcome back.
Hi, it's
Hey,
good to be
Oh,
here. It's good to see everybody.
hello,
glad to
hello.
have you back. And
Thank
I
you.
think that's everybody else is, I don't see anybody else new or a guest or anything. So welcome everybody to the meeting tonight. Got a few announcements, and Jim hopefully will get here. He was supposed to talk to us tonight about something, and if he doesn't make it, we may have to put it off again. Um, the assignments coming up are for July are cityscapes. The August assignment is breaking a pattern. September is negative space. In October is high key. Those last three, breaking a pattern, negative space, and high key. If you haven't seen Jim's video that he did because he missed last month, the last meeting, the education night when he was supposed to do that, I'll talk about those. If you didn't see his video, it is posted on the website under the meeting lists of meetings recordings. So go in there and watch that because he talks about the negative space quite a bit, and then briefly about breaking the pattern and high key. So, and it was a great video. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So, um, yeah, he did that after he got back from the job that he had that night that he couldn't come to the meeting. So, um, the education nights coming up are on June, which is next week. Ray Hennessy will be talking about wide angle wildlife photography, where he takes a beautiful landscape and he's got an animal in it. Little different way of shooting animals. And then in July, we have our Australian photographer, Karen Waller. She's going to be talking about ICM that she creates in the studio. So it's something you can do actually in your home studio. August will be Pier and Beer, our annual Pier and Beer at the St. Pete Pier in St. Petersburg. More details about that to come, but that will be on a Thursday night, which would have normally been our education night. We are September. We have a to be announced. We haven't quite figured that one out yet, but we'll let you know what's going on in September. And then in October, we're going to do the member takeover again. So anybody that's got any ideas about member takeover, which is a 7 to 10 minute talk about a specific subject that has to do with photography, we're always looking for volunteers for that. Any questions about the assignments in education night? Okay.
No questions, but can you believe we're already talking about August and September?
I know, like we're halfway through the year almost. So anyway, the outings that are coming up. On the next outing is our Dunedin outing, which I sent an email to you all a few last week. That is on Saturday, May the 27th. June. Boy, I am on another month here. What happens when I write fast? June the 27th at 6:30. And I sent an email out a couple of days ago about Frank has offered to have a pizza party-ish thing at 5 o'clock at his house before we go to the marina at 6:30. So far, I think I had about 15 people, Frank, but hopefully if there's anybody else who is going to come, please email me with, at mytbcc at gmail.com and let me know that you're coming so we can order enough pizza. And this outing basically Dunedin is if you've never been to Dunedin, it's a little coastal town. There's a lot of cute shops. It's a nice it's a pretty downtown. There's a little gazebo. I mean, there's all kinds of artwork on the buildings. So it's a cute little town. Nice, an hour, 2 hours at the max. Walk around and just enjoy an evening out on the coast. So the coast should help with the should be a little less hot because there's usually a breeze coming off the water. But be sure to bring bug spray because these places are always a little buggy. And in that, we'll just kind of wander around and do that on the 27th. On July the 18th, which is Saturday as well, at 10 a.m., we're going to be going to the Imagine Museum in St. Petersburg. And this is another one of the big, some of y'all have been to the Chihuly collection in St. Pete. This is another art glass place, museum, and it's much bigger than Chihuly. And they have offered to give us a tour at 10 o'clock, 10:10. And I will be giving out more information about this, but put it down on your calendar for July the 18th at 10 a.m. Um, Regarding Robert's discussion at the last meeting, we had one email come in from Ron with a suggestion about something we could do, and he suggested that we look into working with some of the local libraries or senior centers or any kind of community center that might be interested in basic photography. So we talked about this in the board, and some of us are going to look around and see if we've got anybody in our areas each, because we're all spread all over the place. If anybody has anything, a place that might be have something that we could actually participate in. But all of y'all can do the same thing, and check and see if you've got anything in your neighborhood where they might be interested in us giving back to them by doing a basic, nothing fancy, basic photography class, even with iPhone, your cell phones, that kind of stuff. And it's somewhere to actually get more people involved in one photography, but also some of them might be interested in joining the club. So we're trying to bring in some new blood, and so that is one way that we could possibly do that. We're also I'm trying to get in touch with some folks at Florida Museum of I can't speak tonight. Florida Museum of Photographic Arts, and see if there's some way that we can do some collaboration with them. I just haven't gotten to the right person yet. So
Do you want me to talk to Michael Shan?
I am talking to Michael. That's who I'm talking to.
Okay. Quick question. When you go into the community and stuff like that, if you're going to go into like old people's homes or retirement homes or something like that, something that might be nice to give back to the community is maybe arrange to take pictures of these folks and give them, like a 5x7 or something like that, in conjunction with a class.
Yeah, well, yeah, we used to do a thing like that called, God, I can't remember the name of it. It was in December. It was,
For Christmas?
yeah, well, it was started probably 10 or 15 years ago. And the first Saturday of every December, people all over the country, or actually all over the world, would get together and do photographs for, people in dire straits, or, in a church or in a home or somewhere, people that normally wouldn't have, portraits done.
Yeah,
And
Chip Weiner used to do that
yeah,
too.
that's something that they stopped doing it, and we stopped doing it probably. Lee used to set one up every year, and we used to go. It was a school for girls over in Pinellas County, and it finally their school, I think, disbanded or something, so we didn't do it anymore. But yeah, that's always something. Anytime you are working with people, you should offer at least try to give them a little bit, even if it's not even a printed out portrait. A lot of these folks, just give them something nice that they can have on their phone to share with their families and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that we can do, but the basis of this thing is to try to get, see if there's any, if we can interest people in the photography and bring in some new blood into the club. That's part
What
of what we're
about
trying to
into
do.
the vet and going into the VA?
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, or if you know of anything in your area, please send me an email at mytbcc.com or gmail.com, or if you're interested in, participating in something like that, let me know. We'll talk. We don't want to spend time on that tonight. And my Lightroom is still not done. Well, wonderful. Well, Jim has not showed up. So we will put off what he was going to talk about until next time or next month. I think there's anything else. Looking at my notes here just to make sure. And the video, I have not had a chance to get the video. I had eye surgery last week, and the vision is not the best. And so I did not do the video. Plus, Jim was going to send me some stuff for one day Tampa Bay Camera Club. So I didn't, he just got back from Death Valley yesterday, I think, or the day before. So he hasn't had a chance to send me. And if he's got other issues going on, then I won't get. But I want to wait. I'll go ahead and put that video together with all the stuff from One Day Tampa Bay Camera Club, and what I'll do is I'll post it on the website and send everybody the link rather than because it's going to be there's a lot of stuff, so it's going to be a long video, and I'd rather not spend the time on here doing showing it. Just you guys can take a look at it when you get the link.
So you're not
Rob,
mad at me. I'm glad.
yeah, you set yours late, so yeah, you're part of it. It's you and Jim mostly. But if anybody else has any that you haven't sent me, you ran out of time, go ahead and send them to me within the next couple of days because I'll put it together and put it on the website. That was May the 16th. If you took pictures on May the 16th and you haven't sent them to me, do it. Robert, do you have anything to add to all this?
Yes, I just want you guys to know to congratulate yourself because you don't realize the progress you're making. For a number of years ago, we had a problem that we had a billion general entries and very few assigned. But since we changed the format, now we have a billion assigned and very few generals. The assigned is usually the most important because that's where you learn the most.
Right.
So I say to all of you, congratulations, and most of all, thank you.
Guess what? I have Lightroom and I have a catalog. Woohoo!
Every time I
All
open my
right.
mouth, things happen and they work. So Lynn, thank me.
And Robert, Lynn, I just did what Robert told us to do with our photographs, the Control A and Control S, and it took me 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, I have 50,000 images in mine, so mine would probably take a little longer.
Yeah.
But it's done. It just did it. The catalog's fine. So
All right.
sorry,
Good.
Frank. Mine worked.
That's good.
All right. Any other comments or questions about anything before we get started on our images? And if
Did
by
we have a
some
lot of
chance,
images this time?
a little under 40, if by some chance Jim makes it in here, and at the end I might have him do his little talk, but if not, we'll do it next month. So it's something we discussed. The board knows what I'm talking about. It's something we discussed when we were on our retreat. And quite lengthily, we came up with an idea, and he was going to talk about it. So hopefully, like I said, if he makes it in, we'll do it at the end. If not, we'll do it next month. Anything else, guys? All right, let's do this.
Our third judge tonight will be Ron.
Ron is running late too. So I have comments. I'm going to read the comments that he did.
Okay.
Can you see my Lightroom?
Yes.
See, isn't it beautiful?
So pretty.
That's from the sunflower field near my house.
Did you do ICM with that one then?
That's a lens zoom.
Zoom. It looks like it's zoomed. Yeah.
Yeah, lens zoom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, let's get started here. Hold on a second. Let me. That's not going to work. All right. Up there. No. I can go over there. I got to rearrange things here. Okay. Let me open up the score sheet here. I got 3 different screens going here, and I got. Shoot. I need to put this over here so I can see the notes from Ron. I got notes on one screen, the score sheet on another, and you guys in the Lightroom on another screen. So, whoops.
Wow, I have that same password.
All right, let's go. The first one is Sparks of Life, Sparks of Light. The score is 21.2, and this is Mark's. Let me read the comments from Ron. Robert?
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and read the comments
What
from
the
Ron.
heck is going on with my computer? All right.
Update.
It's his comment was, it's a very pretty image of some fireworks and the long exposure is well done. However, I'm not sure it fits within the abstract. It is as instantly recognizable as fireworks. It is, if it were closer cropped, say of the center or the lower burst or one of the lower corners focusing on a fragment. Oh,
Wow, that's pretty clear.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much the kind of like so, but that whole abstract is not my forte. So.
Whoa.
Guys,
Whoa.
give me what I'm gonna have to. I have to email the. I have to go way off the full screen because I got to email Jim the link.
Um,
Are you sure we're not the federal government?
Hey, Robert.
yeah,
So I did what you said to do, that Command A and Command S. And I got a thing that said some photos have different, you know how to update the metadata from the disk?
right. You don't worry about that.
So should I do it?
To update the metadata from the disk, no.
Yeah.
Don't do anything to those.
I know, but I selected all, which is 256,000 photos.
Right. That's not something you do at this time.
Yeah, especially when you're on Zoom,
Yeah.
which takes a lot of power.
That's going to slow you down.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Okay,
it.
hold on a second. Just emailed it to you.
You know how I always listen to you.
Yes.
But not during the meeting.
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
any
we
other
were at
comments
home.
on this one, Robert?
Yeah. I do want you to actually do something to this because the comment that was made is that, I'm in essence, I'm not that good at anything like this. Ron gave you a really, really good thought that it's not that people are good at or not good at something. It's a matter of learning how to see.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There you go. Now we're talking. There's your abstract right there.
No.
Then that could be, I don't know, an atom splitting. Who knows?
Atom splitting, that's good.
Yeah,
Lynn,
But
did
that-
you say whose image this is? I must have missed
it's
it.
Mark's.
That's
Okay,
mine.
thank you.
So, Mark, I looked at this image and I said, this image has every potential of having 5 different abstracts.
Yeah.
It's just that you're not
I just
trained
didn't crop
to
it close.
see it.
Yeah.
You're not trained to see it.
And Mark, if you turn it upside down, it takes away the whole firework effect.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Looks like a fountain.
There you
A
go.
chandelier.
Oh, yes, the chandelier was the spider going wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point. That
Spider
it's always like you're with abstract. It's what your brain is supposed to be saying. What the heck is that? I love it, but what is it?
Yeah.
That's what abstract is about.
So to conclude on this, Mark, is this one thing. Your exposure is good, your colors are good, your lines are good. It's just that you're not able to see it. And now I hopefully you will see.
Yeah. So,
All right.
And this image sucked until we did something to it. That's joke now. That's a joke. I thought I better qualify. It's a joke.
I just got here and I'll chime in and say I 100% agree with the crop I just saw when I came online.
Yep. Welcome. Well, guys, we've only done one image. Do you want Jim to do his little talk real quick here, or do you want to wait for next month?
Well, or just give me some time to get composed.
Okay, we can do it at the
later in
end. We can do it at
or
the end.
something. It's been a bizarre evening.
Okay.
And by the way, Jim, just so you know, the club is there. Our hearts are with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we could wait till the end, Jim.
Okay.
All right, next one is, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. I want to make sure we're on the right one here. The next one is Casa de Lux. This is AR composite, Jim McWilliam, and the score is 23.2. And Ron's comment is an interesting concept. I'm curious what the intent was behind the photograph and the process that was used to create it.
Could you say that again, Lynn? I really couldn't hear you.
He says, an interesting concept. I'm curious what intent was behind the photograph and the process that was used to create it.
Okay.
It was a composite, right?
Yeah, it's a composite. It's a normal image.
Jim, don't say anything just yet.
Okay,
Let me finish my comment.
Yes, please.
I cannot believe that you added symmetry to this, and in your cropping, you put asymmetric cropping. Why?
I didn't realize that I did.
Look at
So the answer is I don't know.
Okay. Look at the rooftop on the right-hand side.
Yeah, yes, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd say no more.
Yeah, the awning as well. The rooftop and the awning.
The method was I took a standard photo, and then I intentionally went out of focus to get a blurred version of the photo, and the flares coming off the lights, that occurs when there's a certain amount of dew on my windshield. Robert, do you know what that is?
No, but I'm sure that it did not come from my rear end.
No. But every single day you went to your studio, you saw this.
Oh, that's
I
the
recognize
That's the
restaurant.
restaurant?
Yeah.
That's the restaurant.
I recognize it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how-
Guadalajara restaurant.
Yeah.
But what are the discs?
That's just an out of focus
Lights.
light bulb. They have a string of light bulbs going along.
One
the-
light bulb?
One here, one here, one here, one here. See all the light bulbs?
There's a
Little
string
blue
of
ones.
lights.
And I also used a blending method too.
Yes, I see that.
So
My goodness, Jim McWilliam, you are very creative, but just your composition is off.
hey, maybe I just want to be a little more creative.
I don't know. I don't know if we could take more creative than.
Did you use more than one blending mode, Jim?
No, I just I used a blending mode on the composited image. So
Okay. Yeah, because it looks like it could have been more than one blending mode for different layers.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Did you
All
use
right,
an
guys,
did you use
moving
an
on.
inverted blending mode?
I'd have to go back and look,
Looks
but I
like
don't
overlay.
think so. It's right down near the end of the list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Next one is liquid topography. And this one is Diana's. And the score is 23.7. And the comment from Ron is, it appears that there is some added texture here, and it combined with the center point of the tiny rock that appears to be the sharpest point of the range is a bit unnerving against the rest of the image.
Say that again? And there,
Yeah, because
He's
you're
saying
not
this is
talking into your
unnerving. I guess there's
microphone
something
when you're
that's
reading
too
the
sharp when
comments,
everything
Lynn.
else is not sharp.
I'm sorry, Lynn, you talked over Jim.
Oh.
There is no texture, just for the record.
Okay. This is his opinion, so.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear what it was. I'm sorry.
He said it appears that there is some kind of added texture here, and it combined with the center point of the tiny rock that appears to be the sharpest point of image is a bit unnerving against the rest of the image. So I thought he's talking about this little tiny rock right here.
Yeah.
I see lots of focusing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I see
the
a lot of it.
texture might be a sharpening artifact. Did you
But,
sharpen this?
No,
That's flowing
one
water.
rock.
It's flowing water, right?
yes.
Correct. Yeah, that's the pattern of the flowing water over the during the time exposure with the shutter speed is what I imagine. I looked at this and the visual impact, very struck me very much with this, and definitely an abstract that I enjoyed looking at the instant I saw it for the abstraction, the colors, the patterns within this.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, Robert? Yeah.
Hi, Robert.
Oh, you want my opinion?
Yep.
Yes.
Now you don't hear me say this often. I love brown tones.
Oops.
And
What?
and the use go to letter F. The use of the brown tones along with the fluidness of the water is very moving, and the composition of the rocks in this abstract is on point. So I will say to you, don't show me anything else like this unless it's on this par.
Wow.
No,
Thank you.
I agree. I looked at this and said, "Yep, abstract winner." Yep.
Yeah. Nature's
But only a
abstract.
23.7.
Now let's not concentrate on the numbers. You heard the comments.
Yeah.
I appreciate the comments, and I'm glad you guys said that, because I really worked hard at getting the flow, not only of the water, but having even though it was an abstract, I worked really hard at getting the rocks to have symmetry and it follow the kind of the flow of the water
Now,
as well.
Diana, you're starting to sound like Jim McWilliam. You're giving me way
Hey,
too much
hey, hey.
information, and you're not allowing me to enjoy. Just
Nope,
enjoy
I'm sorry.
your creativity.
Thank you.
You did well here, Diana. You did
Thank
well.
you.
All right, moving on, guys. This one is the bull. This one is Lourdes's, and the score is 22.7. And the comments on this are, I can definitely see what was going on here with the title, but I think it would be nice to emphasize the horns above more if you wanted to draw that association. Right now, they feel a little clipped in the crop. A darker background for more contrast would have been better.
Darker background than black?
There's not pure black surrounding.
Yeah,
the,
right here.
It's not. I see where the red
Yeah,
is
it's
too.
red. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, fascinating concept, and aside from your title, I saw the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Is Lourdes here?
I didn't see her name earlier.
Yeah,
or
I think so.
Lee's out of town.
Lee's playing in Las Vegas, so she's playing while he's gone. So,
Ah.
oh, and she got a job, guys. So, woohoo, Lourdes.
good.
Yeah, she started yesterday. So,
Good.
any other comments, Robert?
Yeah, her creativity is going to go down.
She's still creative.
No, now that she has a job, it's going to go down.
Uh-oh.
It always works
she's
that
got
way.
a job. Now that she's got a job, her creative. Well, she had a job before. She's only been without a job for a few months. So,
But that's only because on the way up, I mean, on the way when you have a job and you're learning photography, you're most creative.
Yeah.
Now the attention is placed on the new job, and it's going to go down.
Okay. All right. Next one is water bottle. This one is Richard's, and the score is 23.5.
Richard, let me jump on this, Richard. Richard, tell me about that dark spot up top and those continued dark spots going down. I don't understand why you, of all people who are have so much attention to detail, included those spots in your photograph.
Are those just the water drops on the other side of the bottle?
No, look right above the top. No, yeah.
Well, I mean, Victoria's right. It could possibly be water
you
spots on the
in.
other side of the bottle,
Yeah, you
but
can take that in.
doesn't mean they're any less visually distracting.
Right. Now, you took that first one out from up top. Do you remember? And now you have three more. Do you see them?
The out of focus dark spots?
No, okay.
Yeah.
That one right there. That one right there.
All this over here.
No, not that one.
Yeah,
on the right side.
other...
On the right
Right
side.
here.
Yes.
Right there. Yep.
Yes. And Richard, I'm telling you, man, you've taken up a 99% approval rating and brought it down to 87.
Hey, Lynn,
Yeah.
I'd like to see a crop on this,
Okay.
just
Sure.
including the four major drops in the center.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
I
yeah.
don't think those smaller drops all around on the outside are,
There you go.
Yeah.
helping that.
Perfect. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Richard,
Needs to go a little higher from on this side, but
Richard, I'm in love with you again.
Okay.
But it took Jim to introduce us again.
just a little like that. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that was
And then
done
get
with,
rid of these things.
with an LED light on the bottom with a blue filter over it, and the bottle was placed on that, and then a red flashlight from behind that I
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very creative concept on
Yes.
how you
Yeah.
accomplish the colors and the look.
and all you need to do is get a cheap Costco water bottle, empty, and
There you go.
empty it, and the drops that remain are those drops.
Now,
And then play with them.
Richard, you have just underestimated yourself. All you have to do, your words, all you have to do is do this. But it took your brain of all that creativity in the years that you've been doing this in order to put that together.
I kind of like the wavy lines going through. I thought that helped it.
What is the smudge? There's a smudge on it.
Well, we're talking about, yeah,
It
these
might
things here.
it might be where you took the label off the bottle.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The dark
Yeah.
dark
The
spots in
dark
there.
smudge, yeah.
Yeah,
Over
that's
here.
all. That's my
Here.
major complaint.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
But
right, moving on, guys. Next one is playing with green and purple. This one is also Richard. The score is 23.8.
That's gorgeous.
I'm
I'm
not
really
sure why,
enjoying,
but I really like that.
I
Yes,
do.
the colors are
Yeah.
perfectly complementary to each
Mhm.
other, and the geometric shapes, that everything's a distinct geometric shape going on here, overlapping and overlapping. I enjoyed the composition and the color play in this one, and the lighting that was done.
Robert?
see, when I saw this one in order to grade it, I said, why is it that Richard didn't do the other one like he did this one? Which means pay attention to all those details.
He was trying for something different.
This
No,
was
I'm
total,
glad-
this was totally
No,
different. It was done
no,
with
the-
LED lights
yeah.
again and gel.
There's
And the light of the
there's
green-
obvious precision in this one, is I think
Yeah.
what Robert is saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the green behind is an actual LED light with a gel in it.
Richard, you're doing it again. You're talking about the technical aspect, and I'm talking about the creative.
Okay.
Now, Richard, did you choose to have the left sides of both of the objects together like that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, one tiny nitpick would be to bring it up just when there's just a bit of reflection of the green right at the lower left corner of there that
At the bottom left.
that shouldn't be in this image. You see it in the very lower left, way
Yeah,
down
up in the
no,
middle,
no,
right
under
below
the green. That there's a reflection of the green right next to the purple,
Yeah,
Right.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
On the edge. On the edge.
bottom edge, right next to the purple, under the green. There's a little reflection there. That's the
On the
Yeah.
table.
you're not. Yeah, your mouse isn't anywhere near it now, but
No, over here. Yeah.
almost
Down.
No, over to the right. Right
There.
next to the purple.
down
Down.
on the edge.
Down. The
Down.
edge.
Yeah.
There.
Right
Yes.
There.
Yes, there.
Now that's
In
a
my
color.
next life, in my next life, I want to come back with Jim's eyes.
Mhm. That's a color you don't see much.
Here,
Did you modify
It's
the
a
color?
+2 prescription. Then you can have my eyes.
See, we could make that.
What was the question?
The color, that purple color, is very unusual.
That's a gel. That's an LED light with that color gel.
Okay, excellent.
How did you get the light on the edges of the lines? Because that really draws your eye through the image.
Yeah, the light was coming from below, which is why those are two bowls, and one is on its side and the other is, so the light is coming from below, so it catches the rim of the bottom bowl and the edge of the top bowl.
Cool. Very cool. All right, moving on
Really
to the
cool.
next one. This one is bubbles and pom-poms. This one is very bright. Whoa, wake up, guys. And this was Jack's, and the score is 23.
I love the colors.
Okay. Yeah. Very, very,
Very happy.
yeah, very impactful visually. The big distraction for me is the entire right-hand side of the image visually has no connection to the other 75% of the image.
Now, before you do that, before you do the crop, Jack, my comment is that the greenish color is the distraction. Meaning you have all of that yellow going on there. Why not carry it through? There are several ways to crop this image to get what you want, but my point to this is that you bring me into the image on the left-hand side, but you carry me out with a stop with going, why is that color different? And it's because you're not giving me a reason why it's so prominent that it becomes a distraction.
How about that?
That's much better.
It's better, but also just geometrically and shape wise and pattern wise, it still doesn't flow with everything going on in the rest of the image. That's much better.
You guys are being too left brain, man. You got to be more right brain. You guys are thinking with your left brain. Leave it, let it flow.
and Jack, you're thinking with a scalpel.
Oh no, just let it flow. I had it all one color, and I said it needs something else, and that's when I threw the orange. I put another layer behind it and put that green in.
Let me explain to you why it didn't need another color.
Yeah,
because your background was your base. That's the base that all the other colors that you have in the greens, the purples, the yellows, that's where they all come together based on that base one color yellow. And compositionally, you did quite well. The bubbles are quite well. But when you add that extra color in there, you distract.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hear you, and I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like I say, for me, visually, that that right side of the image, that 25% plus right side of the image, just doesn't visually flow or work with everything that's so gorgeous on the other side of the image.
Yeah.
Well, I worked hard to put it in there, but so much for that one.
Remember, Jack, go so far and then edit.
Yeah, Jack, you're a surgeon. Just cut it out.
Oh, bro.
The artist in him says keep it.
Jack, that's your Milky Way right there.
Right.
Okay,
Anyway.
guys, next one is mutation. This one is also Jackson. The score is 24.
Nice.
Jack, let me lead with this one.
Yeah.
Your corners suck. And I'm leading with a negative. The rest of the image is great, but your corners suck. Take a look at the corners. They got this little blue haze on all four corners. You got a problem right there on all four of them.
It's just just a little crop in from left and right, and this is gorgeous.
How did you do this, Jack?
How did I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know about the secret sauce, huh?
I do.
Oh, no.
I want to know what drink you were having.
Well, you're looking down on a bowl that is basically yellow. You're looking down on a glass bowl, and that's what the basic pattern is from that bowl. You're looking at water with oil bubbles.
Oh, wow, that's clever.
And then you're looking at the mutant. You see, I saw this as something generating these globs, and I said, something there. This weird thing is making these globs coming from inside, and it's coming out at you. And then I said, but one of them is mutated. It's got those colored balls in it, and those colored balls are what do you call those things? The sprinkles that you put in ice cream.
Sprinkles.
Oh, the dots.
Sprinkles, yeah.
Jimmies.
Dots.
Jimmy.
Those are the sprinkles.
Yeah.
And so that's the mutating glob that's coming out of there. That's I was just playing with this thing. And then I threw the border that Robert hates so much. I just threw it in there to kind of confine it even more, take it out to the next level, and then that sort serves as a border, but he doesn't like my border.
It was the colors on them.
I hear you.
Yeah, if you pull back on that particular image, you'll see that there. Look at the
They're
corners.
blue.
They're blue.
Well,
Yeah. What do you got against blue?
yeah.
Not when the whole thing is green, has a beautiful green pattern.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I
Well,
thought
I
of
hear
it
a
as an
book, Jack.
amoeba.
I guess I'd better not go into advertisement. I'd never make it.
See, I thought it was
Yeah.
an amoeba, Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked
Well-
at that and I was I was seeing cytoplasm and
Yeah, me too.
ribosomes and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, once I heard it was yours.
Well,
It's a
Jack,
glob-making mechanism.
you and Richard have something in common. Is that I can take simple items, but I can't put them together like you guys did.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Actually, it reminded me a lot about a jellyfish. If you
Yeah, that's
look
what I
at
thought it was.
Yeah.
Jellyfish,
Uh-huh.
the
yeah.
Man of War,
Yeah.
but I like the idea of a glob creator with a mutant cell in the middle of it.
Okay, guys, moving off to science fiction.
very
Soon-
nice.
Soon to be a Netflix movie.
The next one
Yeah.
is called Paintballs. And this one is Lee's, and the score is 23.6.
I just wish. But what was
I want to look at that on black velvet under a black light.
yeah.
With a doobie.
Under the influence, right? Yeah.
I'll watch you with the doobie, and I'll just enjoy the colors and the mixture with
That's
this.
Mhm.
yeah, the colors are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very vibrant, very visually impactful. Yeah.
Uh-oh, here comes the gradient.
Mm.
If you're going to have color, make it all color, not just a big black blob.
No,
There we go.
yeah, add some
looks
white
good.
to it.
Yeah.
The concept of it and the execution of it is done well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, a nicely done abstract.
I wonder what it is, though. That's why I wish Lee was
That's
here.
the question that Ron had. He wondered what it was originally, and I have no idea.
That's
He said
and-
paintballs.
and that's the beauty of of an abstract
Right.
of this level is you can make up your own ideas of what it is and not necessarily know what it really is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
if
why
you-
people are in the
if
museum
you-
standing there staring.
If that comes up and you immediately know what it is, it's not really working as an abstract.
Yeah.
If it takes some time to think about it, and especially if you never even figure out what it is, then you really got something going on there. But if it's reminiscent of something, if it kind of gives you an idea in your head, and makes you think about some subject matter without actually being that subject matter, that's when an abstract is a winning abstract as well.
Is it possibly a burst multiple exposure like you do for impressionism with a camera? Is that anybody seeing it that way?
It's very much. It's definitely at ICM, but I'm not sure exactly beyond that what else he did to it. So
Yeah, it's one that I can just look at and appreciate for what I'm seeing. Absolutely.
all right, next one is Abstract Inorganic 1. This
Mhm.
is Frank's, and the score is 25.6.
Wow.
Wow.
Very nicely done. I like what was done with the with the inversion on that, to take it very much out of context, to make you think for a while what it really is.
We know what it is, but that's it. We're not going to say.
What is
Yeah.
it?
I think it's
the
the back of
bridge.
it's the back of somebody's spine.
Yeah,
It's
mine.
I think it's our favorite bridge.
Yeah,
Upside
it
down.
looks like it.
And the fact that it's inverted
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
makes it work.
Yeah.
Right.
That really makes it work. That fact that it's been flipped like that.
That's that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that really takes it to, to another level,
Right.
by doing that.
Do you think that it's a little tight on the bottom, that we could see a little bit more white down there? Yeah. No? Okay.
Well,
I think
not.
you get an abstract you don't need.
I hear you, Brian. I just want to take a little bit off the top to close up that black space on the top.
Yeah, that too.
But doesn't that balance it?
What do you mean?
Not necessarily balance it. That one little black spot up there. It's not. It's me nitpicking, like Jim said. That just a little black, just come down to me, just sort of it ends in a white because it begins in a white at the bottom, let it end in a white at the top.
That's so traditional.
No, it's just there. You go. That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah,
So
very. Yeah, very,
boy.
very cool. Very,
Whose
very well
image
done.
is
Very,
that?
very fascinating image.
That's Frank's, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is the bridge on the going out to St. Pete Beach, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I figured as much. I recognize that form, even upside down.
Yeah.
Right. I knew some people
It's
would.
airplane.
I do like the lens, the lens compression effect that was
Yeah.
done on that as well. Yeah, that really helped with the effect on that.
How do you do that?
Very well done.
You use
Jim,
a long lens.
That's
Oh,
24
yeah. So you
millimeters.
did it. Okay. Right. Okay. Got it. Okay.
All right, next one is airplane. This one is Lee Wins, and the score is 24.7.
Nice.
Geometry at its best.
Very graphically simple, and there's
It is.
nothing wrong with graphically simple in this case.
Yeah, that looks like a vector drawing. It's really
I
good.
know. Mhm.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be a very tight crop out of an MC Escher drawing or something.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's great.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
really beautiful.
Now, there is one problem to this photograph. On the black, if you zoom in on the black, yeah, and you a little bit more, do you see it?
No.
Oh, you can't see it right where your hand is. Move it to the right, right there. You're just over it. Come
I
back.
saw where you're talking about. Yeah.
Little spot.
What
Yeah.
what do we see?
It's like
Oh,
a
no.
circle.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. That's a water
Something-
spot.
Nope, never saw it.
Mm.
Well, this
very
is a
creative,
sailing,
though.
so maybe a a piece patch on there, but I didn't actually notice that.
Yep. part of the
Well,
structure.
all I'm
A sharp
trying.
eye, Robert.
No, I'm just trying to outdo Jim. Diana liked Jim's 2 point something magnification. Mine's 3.6.
So one of the
What I liked about this is it could be very flat because of this part, but because of the shadow,
Yep.
it gives
Yes.
you depth. So
It makes
Yeah.
it you
3D.
pick up on the three-dimensional aspect of it because of the shadow. You're absolutely right, man.
And
What
it
is
worked.
it, Lewin?
It's the sailing in the museum.
A
So
what?
it's
Sorry.
Sailing in the one of the museum.
So
Huh.
it's an
Ceiling,
abstract
yeah.
art piece.
it's this ceiling.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Now-
When you walk into buildings, guys, pull up. She's at 64 millimeters, but look at zoom in on. Don't look at the whole place. Look at the whole place and then zoom in on little pieces.
Yeah.
Little
That's right.
pieces, and you get stuff like this.
Yeah.
Well, when this works really well because you didn't vignette it at all, and I think that really helps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I absolutely
Yeah.
agree with that, Frank.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Kind
other
of
thing
more like a
that
high key, but it's not 100%
Right.
high key.
Right.
Yeah.
just a quick thought in there. I want to know, Leanna, why did you make it a square?
Mhm.
Well, I saw this one, that angle, one has a curve on there. A square looks better. If I leave, like a normal size, then will be left side will be totally totally empty, more negative space, but I don't feel that will help the image.
I'm so glad you said that because
Yeah.
the square is the only thing that will work in this image.
Right, you'd have, like you said, she'd have way too much space up here if it was a
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's perfectly balanced in the square.
Mm-hmm.
And it adds another geometric shape to all the others. And it's a solid, stable geometric shape to all these other energetic shapes. So it calms the whole image down as well.
It's an album cover for a progressive rock band.
Plus, it forms a very nice right angle triangle down at the bottom that kind of anchors it.
Yeah.
Ooh, geez, yes. There you
All
go.
right, guys, moving on. Next one is Where's the Beef? This one is Leslie's, and the score is 24.1.
What is this but the colors? Bubbles? These are bubbles?
Yes.
Yes, they're bubbles.
You have scored a big one on this one.
It's
Do
beautiful.
you see the cow though?
The what?
Cow.
Do you
I
see
see
the
a-
cow?
I can see a face at about the 8 o'clock position.
That was fish parts.
No, look, he's got there's his eye, his horns coming up, his nose, his mouth. It's a cow.
You know what, Leslie? I failed astronomy.
You don't see the cow?
I could not name where those stars, Orion, and all that kind of stuff is.
Oh man, that as soon as I looked at it, I thought that's a cow.
I
Leslie,
see
what have
fish
you
eye.
been smoking?
I don't do that.
I don't either, but I don't see the cow.
Where is the cow?
I like the.
I saw it as a
I love the
pig.
colors. Those
I
are my
re-
colors.
I see a
I
cowfish.
really enjoy the fluidity of the multicolors. You know, all the curves and all the curved and rounded shapes, and then the fact that those white lines delineating the bubbles have are so sharp and angular in contrast to that.
Those are the bubbles in the front because the color
Right.
was on the back bubbles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leslie, did you focus stack this or use a very
Nope.
narrow?
Nope.
What is
Just
this?
it's bubbles.
What was your
Where did they get the colors?
F8?
They're,
F8,
they're,
okay.
they're in from the light.
I will tell you this. I don't care what you're saying, Leslie. I do not see the Chick-fil-A cow in this.
I still haven't seen a
Okay.
cow.
Okay,
do see
okay.
in
You
the,
see that big eye. You see that big eye.
Yeah.
That's
Go
Wendy's.
up and that's a horn. Go over to the other side. there's a
Okay, I
little
see
bitty
one
eye.
horn on the left.
Okay, but come down from his eye. That's how you know how cows have that big fat nose. That's the
Oh, I
cow's big
finally-
Oh,
fat
it looks more
nose.
like a moose to me.
I see it. I see it now, Leslie.
Right here?
Okay.
Yeah, it has the frontal bossing.
But
Okay.
that
Anyway,
very,
I saw that. That's why I named it Where's the Beef.
Did you
that
see,
very
Leslie,
front
did you see I
center
brought
part?
the blacks up here a little bit too? It was a little dark on the side. So I put I brought
Yeah, I like
some of
that.
that black up.
Okay, yeah.
It was
like
here.
Yeah.
as you know, I love album cover art, and that inspired me to be a photographer. And if you look in the very middle, that very middle bubble,
Yeah.
just look online for the Pink Floyd Pulse album cover, and then look at the middle of this, and and you'll see part of the album cover right there.
Well, this certainly has invoked a lot of discussion, so.
Yeah, no, this is the very, very well done. Very well done, Leslie.
All right, next
Thank you.
one. Too Close for Comfort. And this one's also Leslie's, and the score is 24.7.
Same
Wow.
bubbles?
Same bubbles.
All right.
So
But
Closer.
I did change lenses so I could get close, I put my macro lens on. So
I see it now. I finally see it. This is an armadillo, right?
oh, Robert.
I
think
now
we should
Leslie,
give, Sorry, go ahead.
I was wondering how she got the colors.
They were just there. I have a soft box on top of it, on top of the bubbles, and the colors are just
the
there.
soap film does that.
Yeah,
What does?
that's
The soap
intense.
film. it takes all the colors from around it.
Mm-hmm. Different.
Yeah, it is fantastic colors in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottom left reminds me of Van Gogh.
Out of a tortoise shell, psychedelic colors.
How did you make the bubbles,
This looks
Leslie?
like
Is
little
it
ghosts.
dish soap?
Just soap bubbles, honey.
Just soap and glycerin
Oh, and
and
glycerin.
water.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, very well done, Leslie. Very well done.
What do they call it?
Thank you.
Quadruplets?
Yeah, your lighting is very well done for this too. The fact that you don't have the glare and reflection of lights in these bubbles distracting from the patterns.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a big softbox.
Well done with how you chose to do that with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Small lights would have been, would have obviously been reflected, in it.
What's a softbox?
It's a box that's different than a hard one.
I think we have a new nickname.
Is that what Linda Lester had?
That's what Linda had. And I brought one to your house once. Remember that big giant thing? That's a softbox.
Okay, thanks.
All
I
right.
think we have a new nickname for Leslie. We'll call her Bubbles.
All right, next one is Grass and Light. This one is mine, and the score is 22.9.
Lynn, for just for my edification, big word, wrong use. Crop the right side off where that black piece of brush just go slightly more beyond that. To the left. That's good. It's good enough. Not too much. You went too much. All right, come in from the right. Left side. Come in from the left side. Just up until that branch. Keep going. Stop right there. Enter and or return. I don't have the distractions of that dark leaf going in the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
I got all of these dancing pieces of nature here.
The only problem I thought maybe it was I thought, is it obvious what it is for an abstract?
I felt so. I looked at it and I saw grass first and had to work my way into seeing it as an abstract.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want to use this one or not, but
yeah.
Okay.
I would
agree.
more rather see that, have it hit me as an abstract and then eventually figure out what it is and not see what it is the instant I see it and then think about, okay, it's an abstract.
Yeah, this is a ICM and a straight photo. I think, it's a multiple exposure in camera.
Right.
So.
Okay.
All right. I agree. I shouldn't have used this one.
Yeah, that whole right-hand side is.
Yeah.
All
right. Next one is Electrified.
Ooh.
And this one is Lourdes's, and the score is 24.4.
It's wonderful.
Wow.
Chihuly.
Yeah.
That looks like Chihuly, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy this now because
it's been electrified in Photoshop.
You will not be seeing this kind of creativity for much longer.
Oh, you're so bad, Robert. You're so
Don't
bad.
be so mean.
Just saying. It's actually a compliment, but you guys are seeing the bad part, the mean part of it.
So does this have diffusion in it then added?
I think there's electrified filter in Photoshop, and I think that's
there is. Oh,
okay. And that glow is part of it.
And or it could be Topaz. Topaz has the ability to do this as well.
Yeah, you're right. There's a Topaz filter for that. You're right about that.
Topaz has a filter that does this quite nicely, in fact.
It's good.
Yeah. But that's using the tools appropriately to get the desired effect.
All right.
Good name too.
Next one is Hill and Mountain. And this one is Lee wins, and the score is 24.5.
Lee win.
What is this little white
Take
spot?
care of that spot.
Clean up the specks. That's not the only
yeah,
one.
Sorry. I saw
Yeah,
that
that's
now.
not the only one.
Lost
Get
the
rid of those
point.
little speckies.
You lost the point for that.
I know.
That thing hit me so hard. I mean, I thought it was minimalism. That's how bad it hit me.
There you go.
Okay.
That spot kind of like ruined it. Now it's gone.
Yep. And now you have this strong
You know what?
graphic nature happening again.
You know, it would be I'd like to see, Lynn, with this, if you even do like object select or whatever and select the black part, or select it any way that you just want to select the black part.
Huh?
All right, close enough. And then pull a gradient from the top right corner diagonally across that thing.
Do I have to do an intersection for that?
Intersect, yeah. Intersect and then go yeah.
From the top right?
On the top right corner of the object. Top right corner of the object. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, back it off. I mean, now you have the whole thing solidly, keep backing it off, keep backing it off, keep right there. All right. Now, just increase the exposure there.
Make it lighter?
Yeah.
Makes more contrast.
And do the shadows too. Just kind of bring that up there. I just want to see this.
You want to see some 3D, right?
Yeah, I want to see some three-dimensional, curvature of it and stuff going on now that you're doing that. Yeah. Yeah, you can pull the other end of the gradient. Your gradient's way too wide for the effect. Make that gradient much narrow. Bring the other end in close now. Yeah. Yeah, bring the other end right to the corner.
The middle. Bring the middle in.
Keep going now. Keep going. Pull. Yeah, keep going. Now you're getting
now
it.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck is he trying to do here?
Yeah. That's
you can see this right here. Yeah.
This was just personal curiosity, wanting to see some dimensionality to that, some 3D, some curvature, some 3D, as opposed to it just being a flat two-dimensional black object. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a very, 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 very good idea.
I was just
get rid
curious.
of the real white spots.
I need to clean up those.
Yeah, it could be cleaned up, but now you're seeing what I'm talking about. It has some dimensionality to it, as opposed to being just a flat black shape.
A line drawing.
Can I ask you, Luann, why did you call that hill and mountain?
I saw the lower line is like a hill. Go up and this one I also look at is a different mountain. And then I look at this up right, it's another mountain go up or hill go up.
She's been spending a lot of time around mountains lately.
Okay. I just wonder.
Well, this was inside the museum.
Yeah, I know, but that's where your brain is in
my brain is in the mountain. That's it.
Well, I see the hill and mountain over the cow.
Over the cow.
I can't help it.
I see the cat
You
now.
don't have imagination.
Well, Luann, isn't it cheating? Isn't it cheating to go to an abstract museum for an abstract picture?
Oh, you make a good point.
Oh.
She didn't take a picture of an abstract. She created one.
The wall, it's this is a wall, but the black part is another art piece. But it's a reddish color. But since I turned to black and white, so it looks like a black. But it's a iron. I think it's iron. The artist made the huge, like a curly things, that kind of big piece of metal in the museum.
All right, moving on. Next one is pattern matching. And this one is Ron's, and the score is 24.1.
It is definitely a repetitive, unbroken pattern through and through.
So it's a building, I assume, right? Architecture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
careful.
in downtown Tampa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where is it?
That's right by where you used to work, isn't it, Lynn?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I would have gotten rid of this little spot right here. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Not sure if I would have turned it.
I've done some photography of that building and and done it at different angles and different things. I've never done it this way or seen it done this way. So this is interesting to see it done with such with the geometric precision of the flat straight on angle like that.
Yeah. And this would be a good one for breaking the pattern. You just put like a butterfly right here.
Or just taking one row and flipping it upside down.
If you get from the right angle, you can include a street light that that intersects with it.
Breaks the pattern. Yeah.
I know, been there, done that.
The only thing I would do to this picture is I would stretch the right side a little bit so that the bottom would be even rather than on a slope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a little bit down here that's disrupted. Yeah, it's a little crooked because this side is up.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little.
Hey, Lynn, do you want to show using the
transform
in the transform panel, the guided tool in
Yeah,
the transform
please do
panel?
that.
I'm terrible at this.
Yeah, the further you are to the edge for the lines that you use, the better.
What do you mean?
And yeah,
you
I agree. You are terrible at it. You're not doing it right.
I know I'm terrible.
You need two points.
You have to drag out a second point. It's not just a single point. You don't put a single point and rotate it. You drag out 2 points.
I got two
far away from each other.
It's still not.
No, you only have one. Lynn, you only have 1 point.
There you go.
No, I got
now
two. Okay, I got
now put another one in there.
Put one on the other side, and then top and bottom. Drag, click and drag. There you go. That's how you do it.
It's still not straight.
It still looks.
So you got to do the bottom. You have to do
bottom.
You have to do 2 sides, and you have to do the bottom and the top. So do all 4. There you go. There, you got it already. It only took you 3.
Well, roughly.
It's not 100%, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, and the further you go out to the edges when you do those lines, the better off you are. You had one kind of 25% in, but the more, if you can find lines near the edges, it works the best. The further out to the edges you can find vertical lines and horizontal lines, top and bottom.
All right, next one is illuminated whisk. This one is Tori's, and the score is 23.4. You're not supposed to tell us what it is.
Yeah, if it, like I say, this is a case where I didn't want to have the title tell me what it is.
What
I just
was
wanted
it?
to look at this and appreciate it.
A whisk. A whisk.
A whisk. Huh. That's really clever.
That's cool.
That seems to be going along with that other scientific
Amoeba.
photo. Looks like something scientific also.
The amoeba.
How about that?
You could use that to break up the oil bubbles in the amoeba picture.
I like it better on its end. That's the cool thing about abstracts.
I like it the other way.
With abstracts, you got to play with them and just see.
I like it.
That looks like
I like
a flower.
it the other way, like it's like it's some kind of alien space egg or something.
Yeah.
A cocoon.
A cocoon.
Yeah, no, very nice. Very nicely done.
I'll never look at my wire whisk the same again. Definitely different.
Yeah. Yeah, well done.
Robert, any comments?
No.
All right, next one is rough edges.
Hmm.
This one is Nona's, and the score is 22.7.
Wow.
It looks like plywood.
Yeah,
Yep.
does look like plywood. But an
No,
artistic plywood.
Yeah.
no, are you here?
I enjoy the
I was here.
I'm here.
I enjoy
All right.
the interplay of the patterns of grain in this and the contrast.
It reminds me of stalactites and stalagmites in in a cave.
Yeah.
And I say that's one of the hallmarks of a good abstract is you can look at it and it can take your mind into totally other realms that have nothing to do with what you're looking at, and you can imagine other things visually from what you're looking at.
No, Lynn, I'd like for you to do one thing for me. I want to make this image slightly stronger in its composition. So let's go ahead and do a crop on it. I want to take it from the left-hand side, and I want you to bring it in. Yeah, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Keep on, come,
Way over.
Yes, come over.
My mind was where Robert's
Yes.
is from the outset.
You gotta come back out. All right, good. Now come at that's fine. Come at it from the top. Come from the top.
Top and bottom.
And the bottom.
Way up from the bottom.
That's fine. That's fine. It's close enough. All right. Now I want you to give it a little more contrast in this. Just pop in a little contrast in there.
You're reading my mind, Robert, from from the moment I saw this.
Well, I think you and I both have somewhat sort of understanding about how to make things stand out in all these different genres because we've had to work in them.
Yeah.
But this becomes much more of a depth. I don't know what it is, but I'm enjoying it type of environment rather than all of the information that you gave me on the left-hand side. In other words, you gave me enough information. You just repeated the information you gave me.
I was trying to keep it so that it would be 3,000 pixels wide and not get so small that I couldn't use.
Well, you can just upsize this to 3,000.
Oh, you can upscale it.
Yeah.
Would you take off that transverse running piece of the wood up at the left top? Yeah, that one. Would you take that out?
In this version of the image, in this crop, for me, absolutely not. That's the break in the pattern. That's the cherry on top.
I was just going to say that. I thought it when I first looked at it, I saw that and I went, that's kind of cool because it's breaking the pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the overall image, not
Now
so
it's
much
more
in the original
obvious,
version we saw, but in this crop, for me, I absolutely want to keep it there.
Okay, thanks.
No, do you have any thoughts about what was just shown?
No, I totally think it's better that way.
It's just different. It's not the things you guys do is not better or worse. It's just a different way of seeing based on how it's received.
Yeah, and exactly.
This
When I saw this image, I appreciated it, and I immediately mentally cropped it to this and added contrast in my mind. And you suggested it first, but if you hadn't gone there, I would have gone there, Robert.
I gotta beat you to something because Diana just loves you.
This reminds me of needlework with a needle coming through it.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
See, it can remind you of so many different things, and that's the beauty of an abstract.
Yeah.
Or it can remind you of nothing and take you places where you thought your brain would never go.
Looks like a pen and ink
Which
drawing.
this club does to me every month.
Yes.
All right, guys, moving on. It's already after 8.
All right, let's do it.
All right, next one is Last Light at Reynolds Ridge. This is Ron's, and the score is 24.1.
Yeah, and you told us what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Ron's, and his score is 22.8. I'm sorry, I read the wrong line there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I agree with this one that when I see it, it's obviously an intent to immediately make you know what it is, which kind of takes it kind of out of abstract. because I looked at this, and especially with the title, it gave it away that, yeah, okay, I'm making a landscape image out of some other material.
No, with forgetting about the title.
Exactly. Forgetting about the title, and now
we got something.
Now we have an abstract that I really enjoy.
Yep.
Yeah, that I like, that I enjoy, and that is abstract to me. The other one was like too on point. That yeah, this is a landscape made out of tinfoil.
Robert,
it was tinfoil.
Yes,
aluminum
That's
foil.
why-
They don't use tin anymore.
Yeah, why it's a,
Oh wow, I missed that whole thing.
That's why it's called Reynolds Ridge. Reynolds Ridge.
Oh God, I
Reynolds
totally
Wrap.
missed it. Oh, I knew I have too much blonde hair. Sorry, Karen. Oh my God, I totally missed it. I'm sitting here trying to figure out how he did that. I think that's so clever.
All right, next one is sensuous.
Ooh, I like that.
This is Kathy's, and the score is 25.1.
Kathy.
That's beautiful.
Kathy. Kathy, are you there?
Yes, yes.
I actually made a copy of this on my machine. I'm going to be dreaming about it tonight, and I hope my wife doesn't look over and see what I'm thinking about.
It's fragile.
So thank you very much.
Hey, will that work in the 3D printer?
That's fantastic.
And it's all, I mean, I just take the smoke that is obviously gray and come up with that color combination. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was when I was doing the smoke, and I think I had colored lights on it, which is how some of the tint got in there.
Yeah, right.
I enhanced it, but yeah, I think it was two different lights.
Colors are phenomenal. How did you get that pink, that pearlescence pink?
That was part of the coloring, the actual color that
of the smoke?
No, the lights on the smoke. Yeah.
So when you saw this, did you see this right away, or did it take a while?
Oh, I did, and I didn't know what to do with it. Or, I didn't have anything to do with it.
She was just waiting for abstract to come up.
I was waiting for this, yes.
I see a buttocks and a knee.
Yeah, and a garter.
Yeah. And some, diaphanous material.
Yeah, some diaphanous material. This is awesome. Okay.
Kathy, I will remind you that when you first came upon this club and we were doing Zoom and I gave you a particular critique or a comment, you were ready to quit.
No, I wasn't.
You were a little upset with me.
No.
And you have steadily, I mean, the improvement that of the work you've submitted has gone from what you do to exponentially into the stratosphere.
Well, thank you. I didn't know much when I joined the club, really.
And that is my point.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can say you were upset with him, because I was upset with him all over.
Robert, everybody is upset with you.
That's kind of the way it works.
Otherwise, he's not doing his job.
All right, moving on to something less sensuous.
Yes.
Abstract Organic 2. This one is Frank's. Wait, I lost my place here. Oh, Frank's, and it is 24.3.
Yep, and you blink and look at it again, and the shapes are different.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that kind of goes woo 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 woo, eat it out.
Yep, looking at it to see, okay, what's pointing out, what's pointing in, what angles are what. And you close your eyes and look at it again, and it's different. And again, I appreciate what's been done with the tilt, the angle, to take it so far away from what it originally is and more into the abstract realm. Yeah, I really I appreciate looking at this one.
Enough.
You shot this when we were in downtown Tampa, Frank?
Yeah, that day we were downtown. Yep.
Yeah. I got some that's similar to this.
Yeah.
Where was this, or what is
Downtown
this?
Tampa along the Riverwalk.
It's a fence?
No, it's a corner of a building, the big building.
Yeah.
That building that has about
These are
20
windows.
different
There's
aisles.
like this is a corner right here. This is a window.
Yeah, it's 3 corner offices on
Yeah,
each floor.
3 corners, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
That's what, if you zoom into these buildings downtown or any other city, you can get cool stuff like this. And he's just turned it on its side.
Yeah. Yeah. Mentally,
Oh, wow.
mentally turn it vertically and you'll understand what it originally was. Yeah. But turning it on its side is, that was, part of the key to making this work.
All right, next one is Fissures of Time. And this one is, notice that the score on this one is 21.7. Speak, somebody, anybody, Robert?
I'd say crop it in.
It looks like a rock. Is it a rock?
Like a rock, yeah. Known as this rock?
That is a rock, and I cropped it way in from where it started.
Now, Nona, I hear your tone. I'd like to add some vibrance to this. More.
Let me, I don't know. It's too blue for me.
Nah.
If you like the blue?
Well, it wasn't that. I needed those colors to come out a bit more. They
What
were
about clarity?
Your favorite thing down here in calibration.
okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to take away all of that again from the left-hand side. Take it all away. Just get past the white. And go. Stop right there.
Oops.
That one color piece, light, that's kind of warm, that's carrying this whole thing.
Yeah.
I find this to be way more abstract than the entirety of the image.
Nona needs to learn to crop more. Even more than she cropped already.
Yeah.
I will say the impression I got from the original, the full size original with the somewhat muted colors.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I looked at that and mentally in my mind, I could see exactly where that would work in the real estate and luxury homes that I shoot. Some of the very modern, Spartan, very clean, light toned interiors and stuff like that. This would be exactly something I'd be seeing as like a 30 by 60 framed print over a sofa on a wall in a home like that as part of the decor, and muted like this, to go with the tones and stuff that are very popular in in that style of architecture and interior right now.
That was taken up in Newfoundland, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I would take out the bug poop right there on it.
What?
That little black stuff. That's that.
What?
Yeah, right there.
Really?
That's not bug poop.
Sure looks like it to me. Zoom in, zoom in.
This looks like a black blob.
Well, maybe it is.
All right, guys, moving on.
I was going to say it looked more like a fish to me.
Fish.
A cow.
Yeah,
That's
fish.
a cow.
Cow. What do you call those things? When they are embedded from
tadpole.
Fossil.
No, fossils. Yeah, that's what that.
Right.
Not a
And
fossil.
so that's one of the reasons why in that crop those two items
See each other.
accentuated
Oh my God. Now I can't unsee the fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So it gives me a place to land in
Your
that.
pareidolia is working overtime tonight, guys.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this: you guys have done a great job. So it's not like the door shots that we did.
Never gonna live that one down, are we?
All right,
No, we're
next
not.
one, guys. Yellow flower.
Hmm.
This one is Karen's, and the score is 21.5.
Karen, I'm gonna be harsh, and I hope you're able to deal with this one. And I want to make sure that you know that ahead of time.
Okay.
You see the green in the lower left
Yes.
and the red. I want to know how are they any of those colors on the outside adding to those beautiful lines that you have on the inside? I just wanted to know why.
Why?
And now it's much more of an abstract too.
Okay.
Because in the original image, I was like, okay, I don't see so much abstract. I see flower petal detail photo. Now I'm starting to see abstract.
Okay. Makes sense.
No, I wanted to just make sense. I want to know if you see it.
I do see it. But when you're doing it yourself, you don't. You just see one thing complementing the other. And
Do something else. Sorry, a little extreme for me, Lynn. Activate that crop again. Pull it way down from the top. Pull it down to there. Back up. Back up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you got that white piece on the edge, but that could be toned down. But a little higher than that in the crop was what I wanted to visualize. Yeah. A little more. Yeah. Yeah, there. That's good enough. That's the idea of what I was thinking of for really getting abstract with it.
See, and I like that piece up top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which piece?
When you
dropped out.
Yeah, it's up on top of this section, right up there.
Mm-hmm.
I like that piece.
Yeah, what happens for me is now there's two of those white highlights, which are much more distracting than the one white highlight.
Couldn't you bring that down?
You can clone it, but it's not going to bring it down.
You could make it go away entirely for the purpose of an abstract. You could make that go away entirely. Yeah, and I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah.
They didn't do a very good job. Bad.
I did.
That's a little better. That second one's better. There you go. Any other comments?
No.
All right, moving on to the next one, which is catching some Z's. This one is Sylvia's, and the score is 23.
I like the title.
Sylvia.
Yes.
You're not pulling me in on this one.
Okay.
All right, tell me what this is.
That is light coming through my leaded glass front doors, reflecting those prism colors or whatever that effect is onto the wall. And the wall is a beige color and it has some texture. And I was pretty close up on it. So I couldn't decide. I tried to take some of the texture down, but it looked, so I decided to leave the texture up and make the background black. And so that's it.
All right, I'm going to give you the thing that's not, I'm not landing on any particular point of clarity. That's where my problem is.
Okay, I'm not quite sure.
All right, Lynn, go ahead and put your cursor in the middle of the image and enlarge it. See, I don't have any point of clarity that I can land on. I have a lot of softness all around the whole thing, and as well as being very flat in a sense. I'm looking for something to land on. It's to anchor my eye.
Well, would brightening it up like that help?
No.
No.
No, not for, I'm simply saying for me that this is not anchoring for me. I see the pattern, and this is a wonderful pattern shot, and I get the Z's with the name in it. I'm just not. It's not landing.
Okay.
However, you will redeem yourself coming up.
Jim?
Oh, I'm good. Robert's got it covered.
Okay.
Jim doesn't like me either.
Next one is illusion. This one, come on, I'm getting a frog in my throat here. This is Kathy's, and the score is 23.
Yeah, this looks like a giant frog.
I thought it was a frog.
It looks like something. I don't know what it looks like, but
little
Space
bright.
cow.
Yeah.
I think you're taking the word. This is a more literal version than an abstract version.
Yeah,
it's like
I
looking at
looked at this,
clouds
and it's a case of, oh, I'm seeing a rock that looks like a creature.
Right.
That was my immediate thought. I didn't get abstract out of it. I got, oh, it's a rock that looks like a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was exactly where my thought was going.
Ron's here.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I know I had left some notes with Lynn. I don't know if
Well, we read some of them, but it was taking a little too long, so we continued on. So
Now,
glad you're here.
Ron, the problem was not that we read your notes because we started off with the first half hour reading all of your notes. That wasn't the problem. The problem was the fact that you're not here to defend them.
Oh,
because
fair enough.
The Jim and I, we agreed with your notes, but everybody else shot them down.
Oh,
sure. I'm gonna have to go back to the recording and make sure on that one.
Any more comments on this one?
No.
All right.
Glad you made it, Ron.
Moving on is Daddy, do we look like that? This is Jim McWilliam, and the score is 21.6.
Now, go ahead. Go ahead, Ron.
Really like this is, but I didn't quite really get abstract out of it. You know, I think to go more abstract, like if you timed it where the child was like behind some of the blue and the image itself was a little more distorted, then that would probably have, for me at least, moved it up like that into the more abstract disposition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I didn't see abstract with this. I saw people walking past the sculpture.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just too much real stuff in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it had been more of just the two people, you know, broken up by the mirror, by the reflections, then maybe. But
yeah, but there's still too much reality here, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Reality is my enemy.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, reality is, yes. I understand what you're saying, and I do agree.
It's a cool shot, though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next is Convergence. And this one is Karen's, and the score is 23.
Give me the numbers on this one. The aperture number on this one.
The what?
The aperture.
Aperture. Nothing.
Yeah, the focal length in the aperture, we don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 1/500th of a second, but no aperture.
All right. So go ahead, Jim. You were about to say.
No, go ahead, because I know you're probably going where I'm going. So go on.
All right. Yeah. No, don't crop it. Don't do any cropping. Just put it back on the full screen. Look at the clarity up top in relationship to the clarity at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, lower left. Look at lower left corner versus upper right hand corner.
This much more focused here and not focused here.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's an abstract, why should it be?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I knew you were going to go there. I knew somebody was going to go there. All right. Yeah, here's what the deal is. Going back to Sylvia's image. In Sylvia's image, I said I didn't have something to land on. And because there's no clarity of point. In this one, you have clarity point in the upper left, all the way up to the top. But then you have this one spot in the lower left over that. Now I'm looking at the difference between the focus as opposed to the granularity of the patterns.
Okay, so just to be obnoxious, can you not put one of the famous linear gradients?
No.
Wait a minute.
All
You
that does
can't
is
shoot me
darken.
down. You got to
All
get
that does is darken the image.
No. If you put it going up from the bottom of the right, going up to like where that little bright, the little bright area is, and decrease the highlights on that and increase the clarity, wouldn't that take away some of the supposedly, well, not supposedly, but the blurriness or the illusion of blurriness?
No, it's too blurry for that to help.
This whole side is
And-
too blurry.
Yeah, and that's the issue I have with this is the blurriness is now taking away from this pattern, and it makes you visually want to ignore the left side of the image and pay attention to the right side of the image. And if there's something in there that's visually making you want to ignore that part of the image, then that part of the image doesn't need to be there or shouldn't be that way anyway.
Would you not be able to crop the other way, Lynn? Crop away the blurry side?
That's what just happened.
That's what
No,
she's
she
doing.
cropped from the left. She cropped from
the left is
That
what's
was the blurry side.
Oh, sorry. My eyes are blurry altogether.
Yeah. So we have a bit now we now have, because of the clarity throughout this image, now we can see examine patterns, abstractness, difference, similarities, and all the things that are necessary to produce an abstract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the other image, there was a lot that was there for me to see that my eyes wanted to be averted from and not see.
See, and I saw that as making it look like it was falling off.
Ooh, you're personifying this when it doesn't have to be.
But that's what abstract is.
By introducing soft focus against clarity, is that what you're saying?
No. It's creating the picture, but you're not, not having those particular rules.
The rules of all rules always apply, no matter what you do. Although the image itself can be different, the focus, choice of aperture use, shutter speed, all of that stuff still matters. And by introducing the softness based on the angle, what you're doing is you're introducing me to something that's not necessary for this photograph.
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful pattern. I mean, when I first looked at this image, I was stoked. But then I have to do the Jim thing, which is I have to look at all four corners. I've been taught that.
Yeah, I like the pattern and the colors. It reminds me of a sports coat I had about 20 years ago.
I know. My
really like
husband
that
had
quote.
something like that.
Oh yeah. You just reminded me. I had one with the same colors.
Yeah,
oh my
my
God.
husband did too. He
It's
picked me up
definitely
from
not
the
a sports
airport.
coat. Do you know what it is?
What?
It's a tree trunk.
A tree trunk?
The stump. Stump that's been cut.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say this last thing is that none of the people in my neighborhood had that sort of coat or pattern that we would wear out in public.
The coat of many colors there.
Tweed
All right.
wasn't big, huh?
All right, let's move on. This one is liquid gold. This one's mine, and the score is 24.5.
Whoa.
See some bubbles in there.
I really
Right.
enjoy visually observing this one, looking at it and just visually roaming around throughout it.
Right. I still
Yeah,
haven't
it
figured out what it
definitely-
is.
Some water, some water.
It's water with a
Oil.
reflection of a building that's got squares in it.
Wow.
Diana, why didn't you think she was smoking something on that one?
This is when I was wandering around in San Antonio, Texas. I saw this and I'm like, oh my God, abstract. Woo!
What was the title? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Liquid gold.
Well, because I mean, I could see that being liquid gold. I'm sorry, Leslie. That does look like liquid gold.
It does.
To me, it does. I mean, it's different shades of gold. Oh God, am I going to be excommunicated?
Molten gold with a lot of impurities in it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Or
Yeah,
could
being
it
from
called,
I was
California,
or it
just,
could have been
Diana,
called
I was just
actually,
kidding you.
if I now that I'm looking at it on the big screen here, which I didn't do, but I was looking at it in Lightroom, I could call it liquid wood.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liquid wood is a great name actually
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
a good name for a rock band.
Yeah, I really I really enjoy this as an abstract.
Mhm.
Thank you. Robert, any comments from you?
Always, I have something to say about everything.
Go ahead.
I want you to bring down, and before I say it, look at the top left and top right corners. Okay. Now put your cursor over the. Now go up all the way to the top. Now you see that shape of that item right there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go over to the left-hand side. Tap the letter I, by the way, letter I.
Yeah, get rid of that.
One more time.
I one more
There
time.
you go.
All right, now look at that one on the upper left on that side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see that? I'll go up just a little bit. Now you see that area right there. It's very, very squished in a sense. All right, so what I want to do in order to mitigate that is to bring it down just below that set of fuzziness, the white fuzziness bubbles. Yes, okay, great. Once I do that, I don't have that problem of one being squished and the other one being expanded, and it tends to give a bit more balance for me. Just a tiny bit I could and so, but that was what my only deal was.
Yeah, this is actually very much cropped from the original image, believe it or not.
Right. So, but I agree with the comments that have been placed forward thus far. It's just that little piece of incongruency at the top that was a problem for me. And when people say for me, hell, I'm the one that's talking. So yeah, it's for me.
And what is this, Lynn?
What?
What is this?
It's a reflection in water of a building, of a very strange looking building.
That's pretty cool.
All right, next one is crystal blue. This one is Tori's, and the score is 22.4.
Whose is it?
Tori. Listen, please. Listen.
I'm listening.
For this one, I think that's another one where the item is really recognizable, and like a tighter crop to abstract that particular form away is something that would really strengthen it a bit more. I like the blue, and I think that's a really nice effect, and it would serve as a good way of hinting as to what the item truly is when you crop it in tighter like that. Thank you, Lynn. Or maybe even a smidge more. Maybe
Bring it
bring
from
it
the
in
bottom.
just a little bit.
Bring it up to the bottom. Up past the bright highlights. Yeah, there. Yeah. Yeah. The first thing I said when I looked at that is, oh, I have a set of those rocks glasses.
Literally what I told my wife.
Yeah.
Ron, go ahead, Jim.
They came as a gift set with a bottle of whiskey, and I recognized it right away.
I'm old enough to remember when we used to get those from the gas station if we bought gas.
Yeah.
Ron,
whiskey.
Yeah, Ron. Your voice
Yeah.
is so smooth, Ron, that I'm actually falling in love. So now I have a masculine voice that tells me what to do with Jim, and I have a smooth voice with you that tells me how to do it.
Okay.
This is getting a little awkward. Just a little awkward, Robert.
Getting a little weird. Let's move on.
Thank you, Lynn.
Any other comments on this?
Oh, Tori, I hope you got the gist of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
we just
The other
direct-
side of
yeah,
She did until
recognizable.
you started on that tangent.
So you're saying tangents are not allowed inside of photography? No.
No,
I think
I'm not
tangents
saying
are
that.
great in photography. Tangential lines are really neat.
No, not that kind of tangent.
All right, guys, on to the next one. This one is Sephora in the Rainbow Galaxy. This one is Marks, and the score is 21.4.
As soon as I can read a word in it, the abstract isn't there for me. I see a word, and it's hard to get past seeing a word.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that as far as the word being there and stuff. So,
Mark, your first image that we talked about had several abstracts within it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the nail in the coffin by telling you this one has none.
Okay.
It almost has one way over on the left.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you were to crop just a square right there, and didn't even have the entire S, just like the lower half of the S. Yeah, there. And
now,
pull up from the bottom a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There.
Mark, looks like the galaxy.
Mark,
it's a Hubble Space Telescope image now.
now
where they aligned the mirror.
Mark, can I have your attention just a second?
Sure.
I was harsh right then on purpose because I want you to know that all the images you submitted, this is the weakest one. That means that all the other ones are so much better. So I don't want you to go below this value anymore.
Don't you appreciate that?
You're the judge. You can adjust the value.
Yeah, but you know me. I am going to let people know when they're doing great, and I'm going to let them know when there's improvement needed.
Well, like I said, I see things
hopefully
more.
He understands what abstract is a little better tonight. I hope everybody does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have too much of a logical mind for a lot of stuff, and it's like, okay, I can appreciate the abstract, but when I'm trying to come up with something, it's just like, it's I don't know.
You have to let the mind go.
Just let the mind go.
Let the mind go.
Yeah,
Mark,
hard to let the other hemisphere take over.
Yeah, too much left brain. We can fix that.
With a scalpel.
Mark, this is something that Stanley Kubrick would make, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it definitely does look like like a freeze frame from 2001: Space Odyssey.
Well, I thought with the words going across
100%.
it, with the words going across it, like I'm a big Star Wars fan, and it's with the Star Wars, but more rainbowy and stuff. It's actually a billboard in Times Square in the snow.
Okay.
Thanks. Right.
All right, guys, moving on. This one is folded light image. This one is Diana's, and the score is 24.1.
Geometry with colors.
Good.
Very nicely done, Diana.
Yeah, very nicely done. I 100% agree with Robert.
Yep.
Yeah, compliments Diana on what
How-
you did with this one.
How did you generate the colors?
How did I what?
Make the colors?
Actually, do you remember when we shot those crayons, ladies,
Yeah.
at my house and we laid them all out? That's the crayons, and I started folding. I don't know how to explain it. I kept folding the sort of like folding the paper and kept creating folds within it and multiple layers, and that's how and then the colors just kind of fell through. It's hard to explain.
Well, it looks nice. It looks really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
it's a very beautiful image, Diana. Yeah.
Thanks.
Put that one on metal and put it on your wall.
Yeah.
Only way to fit into your house very well because you don't have that many bright colors. So
Yeah, thank you.
I like that. You know what I like about this is it has that dimension. Remember we talked about the shadow on Lee Wynn's? Well, this, because of the way there's gradient of color, it looks like it's
You
it
understand
looks
that you
rounded.
understand
Yeah.
the curvature of it
Yeah.
with the way the gradients
Yeah.
are. Kind of like why I was saying, pull that gradient across that other thing in Lee Wen's, image.
Yeah. Gives it some depth. Next one is swirls of color. This one is Lee's and the score is 22.9. This one's not quite as strong as the other one he did.
Right.
No, it's
if if the actual red thing weren't in the middle of it,
that's
and it was just all the swirls continuing into the middle, I would feel it to be a stronger image. The actual distinct shape, and of that in the middle, that's very that's very bright and vivid, and most of the other colors are in the pastel range, and it clashes to me with everything else going on there.
Agreed.
Yeah. This one to me kind of fell into an awkward spot between it's not quite so processed where it's very indistinct and absolutely abstract, but it's also not not under processed where you can get a little more distinction on there. And then, as they were saying, that having that bright red shape, which also is slightly softer, it just kind of threw me out of things a little bit on this.
I think there's a potential for a picture within this picture. If you bring a crop up from the bottom and go beyond the halfway mark, bring it up, stop right about there. Look and see what you got.
I would bring it up even past the spiky
Get
red
rid
at
of
the
the
bottom.
red.
But I agree that there's a much stronger image right there. I agree 100%, Jack.
Okay.
Look at Jack scoring points. I love it.
I'm taking a left brain suppressor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bottle it and start passing it around.
All right, guys, let's go on to this one. Wood.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Roy's, and the score is 23.5.
Mm-hmm.
Basket, maybe?
Oh.
It's a basket. Looks like a basket I would have picked up in Vietnam or somewhere.
I enjoy it because of the color value in it.
Looks like a fishing basket.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of distinctive clarity in it, but I had to really kind of wonder what it was initially. It's not on the truest line of the other abstracts that we've seen, but the color value fading and coming in and out is made this a very pleasant look for me.
Yeah, this is one of those borderline situations where yeah, it's not, I wouldn't call it totally abstract, but yeah, it is nice it is still nice to look at, and on the verge of getting there. And,
well, you guys are a little bit thinking too small when you think of this as a basket.
No, it's a roof.
It's a roof.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of what I was thinking, that it was a roof for
Guess it's like those are wood beams.
yeah, but I didn't think of it as a basket. I thought of it as a structure.
It's actually the interior of a round barn. It's very famous on Route 66 in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, there you go. There you go.
I saw a basket.
I'm in your corner.
Roy, is that the natural color of it or the lighting that they have?
The only thing I did is I saturated the colors.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that added to the pattern.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Last assigned is pink and little amber. This is also Roy's, and the score is 23.3.
That's a basket.
Yes, a basket. A feather basket.
I thought it was a purse.
That looks like a bird. That looks like
That's a spoonbill.
Spoonbill.
Yeah.
Or flamingo.
Put a handle
That's a
on
cool
it. It looks
idea,
like
Roy. I like the idea of making it into an abstract. Now I know what to do with all my bird pictures that don't have eyes.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah, and do me a favor, Lynn.
Yeah.
Because I look at this and I'm like, yeah, okay, back end of a bird, but now do something for you. Yeah, grab that crop tool. Yeah, go way up from well, yeah, that way too. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Bring the other corner up. Go way in. Keep going.
Wow.
Keep going. Pull in from get the bright stuff out of there. Just get right in the middle of that. There we go. Now you're getting there.
Ooh, that's cool.
There's the abstract that I saw. Because the rest of it I saw, oh yeah, okay, that's back end of a bird. Now I look at this and it's like, oh, okay, this takes a little bit of thinking. There's the abstract I saw within it.
Robert?
Yes, I want to point this out for Sylvia. So you see those? No, go back to where you were. Yeah, that's good. You see those lines of clarity?
Yes.
They're very faint lines, but they're lines of clarity. That's what I mean by something to rest on.
I got you. Yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And you can pull that, you pull that even in more from that bottom left corner, Lynn, pull it in. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And now you're getting there.
So when you do that kind of a crop on a picture like that, can you supersize it?
Sure.
But if you do that, whoa, wait a minute. Did you not lose a bazillion pixels?
Well, let's look at the reality.
Well, the upscaler will add pixels back in to bring it up in the amount of pixels you have to work with.
Okay, Robert, we need to work on that.
That's what the upscaling tools are for. That's the intention of the upscaling tools.
Right.
Because the idea behind photography or any kind of impact, which you hear me talk about a lot, is to get the most of the image and not not just give me a whole big bunch of things that I'm gonna have to crop anyway just because you have the pixels. This has way more impact than what we saw earlier.
I agree. But like I was out shooting with a friend of mine and I got caught in the middle of camera club theory versus her theory. And it was that I was shooting wide because you guys always recommend shooting wider in case you want to straighten out things. Okay.
Yes.
And her comment was, well, and this is somebody whose photography I respect.
Yeah.
She said, well, why are you doing that? Because then when you start cropping it, you're going to degrade the photo. And
That works in our old technology when we didn't have very many tools that do what we can do today.
all right, well, we're going to play with that on Saturday.
And yeah, and
This-
and the
I
other
just
thing,
did this.
and the
This
other
is-
thing
yeah,
to
we
know
really
is
squish
the other thing
this
to think about
image.
when you're
Wait a
shooting
minute,
a
I can only
picture.
hear one. Sorry.
Good.
Yep. And remember, when you're taking the picture, think of your final intent and let that guide you as to whether you're going to shoot wide or shoot tight.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I ended up
yeah.
shooting both.
You know, yeah, it's it. Yeah, because there's it sounds like it's like, okay, I'm just pointing and shooting with the idea that I'll make something out of it later. Well, shoot with intent in the first place.
No, yeah, and that's what I was trying to do, but it was the way it lined up, it just wasn't, there were bushes and it just was a crappy location.
Some shots just don't work.
Yeah.
Some attempts just don't work.
Yeah.
No Major League Baseball player gets up there making $40 million and hit a home run every time.
So how does
All right, we're going to be playing with that.
how does this super resolution that I didn't know was in Lightroom compare to bigger gigapixel?
I love the fact that you ask these questions.
They're competing brands that that are kind of attempting to do the same thing.
So it's
I've used
It actually
gigapixel.
works. Yeah,
It's
I
really
found
good.
that actually super resolution works pretty well.
okay. It's not a cheap knockoff of gigapixel.
No.
Adobe has invested way too much for it to be a cheap thing these days.
Yeah, that question is is like is like comparing Coke to Pepsi.
Well, can I?
Well, I mean, no, it's not, because if it's one little checkbox in Lightroom, why bother opening up gigapixel and doing
That's what Adobe wants from you.
Right.
Hey, can I ask a question?
This is
Quickly.
Yeah.
Who's talking in the background?
The background that's on my Zoom profile, do you think that would have passed as a abstract?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I was either going to use this one or the one that basically got trashed.
It did not get trashed.
Okay, but poor choice of words.
No, yeah. I don't want it to come across. All it had was a composition thing that easily can be remedied when we go back to the original image. Easily.
Well, not that one. The second one with the.
Oh, that one got trashed.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we need to move on to the generals.
Okay.
Thank you.
This one is Upper Falls and Lower Falls. This was Brian's, and the score is 21.6.
Is that image straight?
That's what I was going to ask. It looks
It looks slanted to me.
That was my very first reaction. Yes.
I just beat you to it, Ron. You got to be quick if you're going to be a
I
judge,
sent it
man.
yesterday in the notes.
I don't want to hear notes. I want to hear your mouth. Ron, you got to be quick, man. You're going to be in this
Now,
game.
that looks tilted the other way to me, but
I agree. I think that tilted it just a little bit too much. It might be more of an optical illusion with those rocks being canted there on the left. And so you might have to just have it not quite true to have it
a bit
appear.
of an overcorrection. I agree with it being a slight overcorrection. You can just rotate that just a hair. Yeah, there you go. There it is, right there. Now you got it.
Letter F, full screen.
Very nice.
so the whole
Nice.
problem with the image was that it was slanted.
Yes.
Yep.
But this is a nicely done waterfall image, a very nicely done waterfall image. Your technique is spot on for this.
Long exposure.
Mm-hmm.
What you were trying to do is pass a bad check. Now you made the check good.
Do you recognize that waterfall?
That's
I do.
Hog
Yep.
Falls.
That's where we had all the kids.
Yep.
You got to push all the girls out of the way.
I actually cropped this. I took this with a zoom and cropped it to heck.
Yeah. We had 20 teenage girls here when we got there.
A busload of them on a field trip.
Yeah, a busload.
What was the shutter speed there?
Let's see.
What was the question?
What was the shutter
Yeah,
speed?
shutter speed. Should be about a quarter.
That's what I'm
2.5 seconds, okay.
2.5 seconds. Yep.
Second, maybe.
All right, next one is something is fishy about this photo. This is also Brian's, and the score is 20.6.
Brian, I need to crop this image.
Oh, it is cropped. What?
It needs to be cropped some more.
It's just looks like the algae in the pool in Washington. Sorry.
Honestly, Lynn, I'd go tighter than that. What I really wanted to see here is I want like the contrast of the dark fish and the bright water. So just focused in on that bright spot of water, even a little bit more. Take it in from the left is what I would say.
Take it in more from the left.
I thought the stuff on the bottom there was a point of interest.
I agree with you 100%, Brian. This is just a generic picture that everybody takes the way it is, zoomed in like that.
I agree with bringing it in from the left, but keeping the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom gives a nice solid base.
Yeah. What is it?
I agree with that.
I would even keep that on,
Go back out.
on
Go
the
back
right.
out. Go back out. Go back out.
Keep the shape on the right. Yeah, keep that shape. Maybe you don't have to go that far out, but
yeah. It allows more of the curvature of the fish to come around into that shape. Yeah, I'm much more on board with this.
Where
and
is
I do
the
like
fish?
I do like that dark at the bottom.
Those
Absolutely.
fish in the water.
Huh?
Now,
Those
Ron.
are all fish in the water.
The school of fish.
Everything you see in that water are fish.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the Homosassa Springs.
That could be mullet.
Where was this?
All the white stuff is fish?
Yeah.
No, all the
these are
dark,
fish.
the dark. Well, the light ones too,
all
but the
fish.
dark stuff.
Yeah,
those
this
are
is
all
that.
fish.
This is that Homosassa Springs.
Yeah, that looks like mullet.
Yeah.
School of mullet.
Mullet.
That, Jack, I see it a little different. It looked like potential smoke mullet.
Yes, smoke mullet, for sure.
It's got that potential. It's got that definite potential.
So couldn't this have been an abstract?
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
you can tell it's
It
fish.
looks exactly like a school of fish.
Yeah, I would look at it and say there's a school of fish.
I guess I don't fish a lot.
I agree with Frank.
All right,
Patterns,
moving
maybe.
on. This one's called Peekaboo. This one is Deborah's, and the score is 24.1.
That's a great shot.
Is that Tampa?
Yeah.
Out on the beach.
That is such a great shot.
Clearwater has such white
Deborah's
sand.
giving you a run for money with polar bears. A Churchill. It looks like a Churchill. Yeah.
That might be a
Either
bipolar
that or
bear.
Svalbard. She's gone to the Arctic. She's gone to Svalbard numerous times.
Are you in a cave?
Svalbard doesn't have the trees.
Oh, that's true, Llewyn.
Yeah.
The trees, the bushes from Churchill.
Are
But
you in a
how
cage?
did she get down so low? Because when you're in Churchill,
Well, you're about 100 meters away.
no, but how do you get low? Because aren't you shooting from
the flat? The
Pardon?
area is flat. You're far back. You're gonna be low. Yeah.
But aren't you shooting from the tundra buggy?
No, this is not. This is in the winter. This is a Deborah's photo, but I know where that is.
Right, but I mean, when you're shooting
in the winter, you're on the ground.
Oh, you can go on the ground. I thought in Churchill you
In
had to
the
be in the tundra
winter.
buggy.
That's in the fall.
Oh man, now I'll do Churchill. I thought you had to be in the buggy.
So I don't understand. What you all are saying is that this is Churchill. These are statues, and everybody goes there and get low and shoot this shot.
No, somebody froze their petunias.
They're
off.
stuffed.
Yes.
It's the inside of a snow globe. Admit it.
That's exactly what it is.
That's a bipolar bear.
Yeah,
Right.
No, that's tripolar. There's 3 of them.
Oh, jeez.
You guys are so humorous.
Yeah, we're getting
No,
tired.
this is very nice. Very
Very, very nice.
very well
We'll be
done.
here all week, though.
This one's called Through the Snow. This is
that's
also
fabulous.
Deborah's, and the score is 22.2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why so little?
Remember, this is general.
I understand that, but you take a point off for that. That's
Go back to the previous shot.
Big difference.
What was your reaction?
I like both of them.
What was your reaction though?
Wow.
Your reaction was very strong on this one.
Yeah.
I went to the other one and you said, "Oh, well, why is the number so a certain way?" You didn't react. And because of that, the everyone else didn't react either. Because even though I'm sorry, I'm stepping on somebody and I'm gonna shut up in just a second. It's a beautiful shot of a fox or whatever wolf, whatever it is in the area, but it's not an impactful shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this one's
the other shot had impact because of one little bear is peeking out from under her leg.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a perfect shot.
Additive that you added to that thing that's just a cute little additive spice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that really makes the shot.
Would a tighter shot have made that more impactful, you think?
It could have longer lens, tighter shot, maybe.
But that's a generic shot. You're going to get hundreds of these shots.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
Wow.
And that's what I say about the scoring, as Jim and Lynn has both pointed out. It's the comments that people ignore, and it's the score. The score is reflective of certain things that are not happening in a particular photograph, such as rich dots on the image. It didn't take away from the impact of the image, but the dots took away from the score.
Yeah. Then who cares about the score? I don't.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, this is good.
Okay, this one is. Oops, I forgot the name.
Wonderful.
No means no.
Now,
this
Sylvia.
is Sylvia's, and the score is 22.6.
Now, Sylvia.
Processing.
This image has so much impact, so much character, so much color.
Yeah.
So much of all those things that tells me that this is a Sylvia photograph.
I like bird photography.
I think that one should be cropped though too.
Yeah.
Because their facial expressions are great.
There is a tail feather back there that I don't want to lose.
That's a wing, I think.
On both sides.
On the right side too. And you have to. Lynn may have to zoom in for you to see it on Zoom, but there is a very elongated feather on the right side.
Here.
You know,
there is breeding plumage. This coloration on the face is indicative of breeding plumage. And so this is the male and this is the female.
Are you saying that's horny face?
Yep.
Is that at Fort DeSoto, Sylvia?
Yes, it was. I'd
This
never
year?
been able to shoot a reddish egret. I hadn't been over there much, so I was ecstatic. But it started out with just the one. Susan and I were both there, and then the other one came, and they were going crazy.
And this was this year?
Yeah, just
the only thing that bothers me about this image is this.
Yeah, I know, I know, and I
but you can't help that.
But I wasn't sure it was gonna.
And therein lies Sylvia and the rest of you guys. Therein lies where the problem is as a judge. Those are that little thing that's underneath the bird on the left-hand side, left-hand camera left bird. Those are the things that the points come off from.
Sure.
What is it?
Another bird.
A log or something.
Wing, it looks like.
Piece of wood. Yeah, a piece of wood.
Get ready to slap them.
And so when and you can see the shadow from it. So when you see the impact initially, you go, wow, ooh, yeah. And then we, on the other hand, we have to examine these images and go, wow, ooh, yeah, but here is the problem with it.
Yeah.
So the contrast on this, I think, is what makes it in the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Each hair is standing up. Each feather.
Oh yeah, light. The light on the feathers it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You have not only captured
out the texture.
You have not only captured just a pretty picture of a bird. You've captured the environment and the characteristics and the mannerisms of those birds.
What time of day was this, Sylvia?
Yeah,
It was later in the day, like late morning. There was quite a bit of sun. It was a little too bright, but
I like the way
it was a little too blue.
what's that?
Too blue.
Dude, blue?
Blue. Yeah. See, watch.
Fixing the blue out.
I took this blue out. It's not real. It's just, I mean, I could probably even take it even more.
Yeah. I'm not familiar enough with the bird to know whether that blue was in the face was part of its plumage or
Some
not.
of it, yeah. The only problem with doing it that way is it takes it out of the parts you don't want it to take it out of, which the face is blue. But there was too much blue in the feathers.
Okay.
I like the backlighting across the tops of them that separates them from the background.
Absolutely.
But the highlight in the water is another little drop in there because it confirms that that's where the light really is coming from.
Yep.
It's really lovely as it fades off as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Backlighting when you expose it correctly for your subject matter with backlighting, it's always more impactful and love the texture it has on those feathers.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful editing on that one, and it makes it look like 3D, and it's not flat. It's just you see everything so well.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Yep. Directional lighting.
Yes.
All right. This one is My Dream Man. This is Bob's, and the score is 22.2.
Now, Bob, may I offer up a thought here?
Sure.
Okay, you gave me two images, and I want you to, Lynn, go ahead and go to the next image. Impactful. Here's why it's impactful.
Wow, that's a cool shot.
That's yeah.
The first one is a surreal image. It's based on Freud and Jung's concept of the conscious and the subconscious, and I created a dream area with a slash, and so that the dream man is in the upper part of the photo. The inspiration of the shot was, and I was finishing up a boudoir shoot with her. And she said, "Oh, I understand you photographed my ex-boyfriend with his new girlfriend for the tattoo magazine." I'm going, "Oh crap, she's not going to want to shoot with me anymore." And she said, "So I said, well, do you have a new boyfriend?" And she said, "I haven't met my dream man." The theme of this shot is, in your dreams, you can't quite see your dream man's face. And Robert, you know the answer because we've discussed this. And I always ask folks, how did I get light on her face and just the mask of his face in shadow? I always ask that. And the other thing that it did here was select the low element count lens. It's the one that's on the camera behind me, a Nikon 135 2.0 DC, that has only 7 elements. So it has a super amount of micro contrast. So it gives 3D rendering. Lynn, could you enlarge that to like 80 or 90% and look at the 3D rendering between her nose and his face? That's what a low element. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one on the left. That's what a low element count lens will do. And the reason I wanted that is when you have a low element count lens, it gives you razor sharp edges. So where's the eye going? It's going to go to the brightest area. I left a space at the top with a slash so that the eye entered there as it normally does, follows that down to her face, and then her eye was a leading line up to his. The other purpose of the slash was you can zoom back out now. The other purpose of the slash is that created a diagonal down somewhat to his hands. Could you zoom back out? So by lining up her chest with the collar, I had to give him that collared shirt so we could create another implied line. Her eye was placed not on the resulting PowerPoint. It was placed just above the PowerPoint because like if you're floating in a pool on your back and your eyes are just underwater, as they come out, you can just start to see into the real world. She's just coming out of the real world and starting to see in the dream world. Now, the answer to the question of how I did that, it was so easy when you think about it. if you look at the shadow under her chin, that's the opposite of where the light is, and it's a razor sharp edge shadow. That's because it's a Fresnel hot light up at about, and you notice there's light on the top of his ear, so it's somewhere about there coming down. It's over her face. If he had looked to the side and looked down, his entire head would be in shadow, and only a couple of inches or an inch made all the difference in the world. All he had to do was move his head back until his the mask of his face went into shadow. And then the other aspect where only a quarter of an inch makes a difference here is, and I call this is the last layer of meaning. That was second layer of meaning. This is the third layer of meaning. Is it was based on the Beatles song "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and everybody remembers that song. But how many people remember the very first time you held hands with the love of your life? It was like there was electricity connecting you, going around and circulating around through your hand. It's like you closed the circuit. So by having him moving his fingers about a quarter of an inch, he put a depression in her neck, and that shows that the circuit's been closed, and now the energy can flow up through and around. And now that is that. So that's and it's a romantic concept, which is Freud's was heavily sexual. The next image, if you go over to the next one, that's an homage to Lee Miller. Many of you have probably seen the movie Lee, and that was a movie about Lee Miller and her combat photography in World War II. But in the 30s, she was a girlfriend and assistant for Man Ray, and both were surrealists. And she allegedly discovered this surrealistic technique. She exposed the piece of paper. She exposed the paper for the positive, had it in the developer, and supposedly, a mouse ran across her foot. So she flipped the light on as the photo was developed, the print was developing, turned it off. So now what she got was this. It reversed the negative and the positive, and it gave you both a negative and a positive in the same image, which for surrealists who deal with the subconscious and the conscious in the same human being, this was perfect concept and technique for them. And they used it a lot through the 30s and early 40s. So that was the purpose of this one. So the reason I wanted to explain this is if people look at this and go, well, that's cool. Well, it's actually saying something about what the surrealists did and how they did it. This was done digitally. I'm not going to mess around in the wet dark room. There are so many variables. How long the exposure has been going on, how long you leave the light on. It's a crapshoot in the dark room doing it. But in Photoshop, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But that's the background on the shot.
Call it Sabatier.
What did you say, Robert?
Sabatier.
What's that?
Whatever that is.
That is the technique.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called solarization.
Solarization is
Sabatier was been around since the 1840s.
Yeah.
But this is her approach to doing it. There was some other techniques for doing the Sabatier approach, but this was supposedly Lee discovered it.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so if you see the movie the next time, realize that's just a portion of her life. She's a pretty famous surrealist. And a lot of their work was based on the concept of Freud, where the subconscious, if you understand the subconscious, you can change your conscious. That's the basic for psychoanalysis. And that's kind of what these guys kind of went along with.
Wow.
All right.
That's a great closing shot.
Pardon?
I said it's a great closing shot.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Jim, do you want to talk about the new statement?
Okay. I'm going to bring it up. Bring it up now so I can read it.
Do you need to share?
Has it been posted anywhere yet?
No, I was going to wait. I wanted to wait till you talked about it first.
Okay. Do you want me to type it into the chat so people can see it?
Yeah, you can do that. Well, tell them why we did it.
Well, not while I'm typing. I'm not a good multitasker. You do that while I type.
Well, you explain it better than I do.
Well, I'll explain. Yeah.
It started because first we discussed. We had some of you guys were at photo camp, and we have our lunchtime discussion, and this discussion was pretty. It was pretty good. We were talking about AI and how it affects our photography, and in photography in general, our own photography, and then we got onto the subject of where is our club going towards in the future. And so, and then at our retreat, we spent 4 hours talking. That we didn't just have fun taking pictures. We actually met and we talked for 4 hours. And we talked about what we talked about last week, what Robert talked about with suggestions for the club. But we also talked about where is the evolution of the Tampa Bay Camera Club. And so this kind of led to what Jim's going to talk about.
Yeah, it's a statement that says pretty effectively says who we are and what we are about as a club. I'm gonna post it right now. It's providing resources and education for camera focused artists in a fun and social environment. So, like I say, we've all been part of this meeting tonight. We all understand the fun and social environment that this group operates within, and we are an education based group. We are providing resources and education, and our membership that we want to have and want to keep fostering is camera focused artists. And it's very important that we put those three words together because we are a group about creating art with a camera. It's, we're not so much focused on documentary and, scientific type stuff where it's, straight out of the camera stuff. We do want to create art using the camera as the primary tool for what we do to create that art. We're not saying that other tools and techniques can't be used to create the art, but that it comes from the camera at the start, that the camera is the primary tool that initiates the art that you're creating. And that's what we're looking at here. We're not excluding other tools and technologies, but we're acknowledging that we are camera focused, and that's the primary tool that we're using to create art, and that the art doesn't have to be exactly what the camera sees. We want to create an image that provokes a reaction and thought in the viewer, and that doesn't necessarily have to be documentary art. Is a little bit different than documentary work, and we do foster and encourage artistic work here. So if that makes sense to everybody, that's the mission statement we came up with to cover who we are, what we do, and what we want to continue doing as an organization.
I like it.
It's great.
I think it's great. I really think that's the way. I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, do you want to add anything to that?
No, it does is the vision that when I took this over from this initial place, it surmised the vision that I had for the club. And I hope that you all adopt it as part of your vision as well.
Will this be on the website?
Yeah, I'll figure out some place to put it on the first page somehow to play with it a little bit and get it on there.
Underneath our logo would be good.
Yeah, I've got to figure out how to do that though.
Yeah, if the template provides a lot of templates provide for what they call a byline. You can have a title and a byline, and this would go in the byline field if it provides for a title and byline.
I'll figure out how to. I'll get it on the main head. The homepage of the website.
Even if you make it, use the type tool in Photoshop and and then make a JPEG image of the words and post it as an image. Yeah.
So what is the connection between the discussion about AI and the three words camera focused artists? Is there a connection or not?
Yes. Because we're using AI. There's, if you do stuff in Photoshop and Lightroom, you're using AI already.
Right, the tools.
And so a lot of clubs refuse to let any AI, anything come in. They want straight out of camera. They don't want anything done to the image other than, well, actually nothing. I mean, you can usually play with the color, the darks and lights and the color a little bit, and that's it. We don't want to go that way. We want to go where, like he said, this is art. It's not about, we're not, we call ourselves a camera club, but we are photography, now camera-based art. Yeah.
Yeah, the general idea is okay. Yeah, we don't want. We're not here to present AI generated art. That can be done in other forums. We're camera focused, but we're not saying that that once you've based your piece, by creation with a camera, that you can't embellish it using other tools and techniques to create. To put your artistic vision forth in front of the viewer.
Right.
That's what that's the most important thing to us here, is that you use the tools available to you to put your artistic image forth to the viewer, but using the camera as your primary tool to do that.
The point I like that you made, Jim.
Other tools.
The point that I like that you made, Jim, is about the documentary photography. Because a lot of people get confused with that, and everything has to be in perfect focus and all of that, but that is documentary photography.
Right. It's not art.
Yes, we do like to promote that, people have some artistic vision and try and put, their artistic vision forth in this club, and and improve themselves as artists by what they learn and do in this club.
And I'll tell you, that was one of the hardest things for me in the beginning, because I think you guys know I took a class with Robert at HCC to begin with. And to me, you took a picture of what was there and that was it. But of course, Robert, and it wasn't his way. And but that was very hard for me to even see in the very beginning.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the documentary style. There isn't.
No.
It's not understand. That I'm saying don't get us wrong that you can't do that in the club, but you don't have to. In some clubs, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I had a documentary brain, but what I wanted was an artistic picture, and they were just fighting.
Oh, you're not fighting it anymore, girl.
Robert had to hammer it into me. I still need you to stay on, Robert, at the end, please.
I get it. I understand.
Night, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week for our special presentation with Ray Hennessy. Jim, can you stay on too? I need to actually talk to Robert and Jim real quickly at the end too.
Yes, I can.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Right.
Yep.